Getting looser. We're going catfishing. Conservative dating apps are perhaps one of the biggest threats in our lifetime. Yes, I'd put it right up there with climate change. Not because they are a direct danger to our planet, but because they are so cringe. They might actually lead to the extinction of those of us who are sane. Which is why your girl is making it her job to catfish some of the Republicans in these apps who've never heard of AI. Only, I'm not going undercover as myself, but as Gabriela. Before we get into these apps, we know we're gonna need some profile pics. So you know what that means. I just realized I have to cover my chest hair. Otherwise, these Republicans don't know something is up. If they don't know the existence of AI, you probably should question their sanity, but still, play it safe. Now let's do the magic. You know, the part where we go from non-binary femme queen who's not an estrogen to her. Whoa, what's that over there? Why is my hair popping out like that? It looks like I have a crown, a hair crown. Ooh, the way Gabriela keeps eating these. These conservatives are gonna be dying for that Latina spice. They're gonna be, I want more. Now we're gonna take one where Gabriela is, you know, she is contemplating nature. But I'm too lazy to go outside, so we're just gonna open the window in my apartment that gives to the little, you know, I'll show you. You see, we have this here. Not nature, but nonetheless a window. And we're gonna use it. Yes. Oh my god, my neighbors are literally gonna think I'm gonna jump off or something. They think I've just had it with this life. And they're gonna shout, no, don't do it. Life is too precious for you to throw it away from this 6-foot apartment. 6th floor, not 6th foot. You know, Gabriela dropped out of high school. Just gonna drop that. I literally cannot use these photos. The face up just assumes I'm a woman, and so it doesn't give me the options of female 1 or female 2. Instead, what I have is this and this. Excuse you? But I mean, thanks for assuming I'm one of the girlies. You see me. Let's see what happens when I try adding long hair. Why do I look like the girl from The Ring? It's like literally making the curtain a part of my hair. I feel like that's a hate crime. So it looks like we're gonna have to go back and use some of my old photos. Which won't be a problem because, you know, your girl's always slaying. How about this one I took on my birthday? Oh, okay. Got me looking extra sexy on my 23rd birthday, which I celebrated alone in my room with a cupcake I bought. So now that we have our photos, we actually get into the dating apps. So there's a website that was actually updated recently titled 13 Best Free Conservative Dating Sites. And at the top we have this cute couple waving an American flag, you know, cause colonialism. We love that. Number 1, we have eHarmony, which the description reads, Dr. Neil Clark Warren, a well-known Christian theologian, co-founded eHarmony in 2000 because he wanted to provide singles with a dating site that's only meant for relationships and that would do all the work for them. Only for relationships. So, you know, all you girlies that are into your little kiss and leave games, not for you. So let's go ahead and join eHarmony for free. eHarmony, get who gets you. Have you tried online dating before? Yes, unfortunately. What kind of relationship are you looking for? Serious. I want to find a man who's gonna bear my children. So AKA, I need to find the right man. But you know, no pressure. I am a woman and non-binary. This is number 1 on the 13 best free conservative dating apps, right? You're taking the first step towards finding someone who gets you. Now let's see what's next for you. Introducing our compatibility quiz. Over the next few minutes, we'll ask you questions about yourself and what makes you happy in relationships. Where would you most like to live? Well, Gabriela, you know, she's a Latina. She's been around these places. She's been around the city. She's been around the world. She's been everywhere. But I think Gabriela is ready to settle in a small rural area. I think Gabriela is ready to get in with the quiet life. Get in with the slow life. So she's gonna need someone who probably lives in like Mount Airy, North Carolina. Aside from love and affection, what are your main reasons for wanting a relationship? Life is easier with a partner. If I'm gonna raise 3 kids, which yes, that is the magical number that Gabriela is shooting for, 3 kids, I need a man. I can't do all of this by myself. You know, I need to be a stay-at-home mom, and I need a man who's gonna bring in that bread, period. And if you can't be be that man, honey, bye. The door's right there. I want to have a partner I can trust. If you're gonna be with me raising these 3 kids, I need to know that you're not gonna walk out on me. Because, you know, a lot of you like to do that. You meet me, you have kids, and suddenly you're after your next wife who's probably 10 years younger than me and 20 years younger than you. And we can't have that, honey. We can't have a Leonardo DiCaprio situation here. And finally, I like the security of a relationship, you know? I need a man who's gonna provide security. As long as that doesn't mean he's gonna fill our house up with guns. My ideal partner should look good with me, period. What is most likely to make you interested in someone? Financial security, right on top. You know, we're gonna have 3 kids. You need to be making good money, okay? If I'm not gonna be working, you need to be making at least 6 figures. And their career. Honey, you either gotta be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, or some entrepreneur who co-founded a billion-dollar company. Why do you think you're single? It's not that Gabriella that wants to be single. It's that Gabriella has standards. And nowadays, those standards are not being met, honey. Suppose you lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with your partner. What would the sleeping arrangement be? Well, first off, I hope we're not sleeping in a 2-bedroom apartment. Because if you're making 6 figures, honey, why don't we own a home? You know, why aren't we searching for mansions on Zillow? Can you tell me what's going on there? Which statement best represents your ideal wedding? I would rather a formal ceremony, like a church wedding. Honey, we're gonna be doing it under God, under Jesus. We are gonna be bonded for life. And you're gonna help me raise my 3 children, and you're not gonna walk out on me. Otherwise, what's Jesus gonna think? Do you think God's not gonna strike you down when you go after that girl who's 20 years younger than you? Because honey, when you're with me for life. And that's the little T. Because otherwise, I'm gonna find out where you moved to when you leave me. And I'm gonna find your little slut who's younger than me. And we're gonna have a chat. And then we're gonna make sure that you disappear off the face of this earth. So don't cheat on me. What? I've completed 15%? Oh.
3 hours later.
Gabriela Torres, here to fulfill your Latina needs. And she is a devoted Christian. I'm simple and read my Bible every day, doing my best to follow in Jesus' footsteps. Jesus. Let's start. I gotta pay premium? Did I just waste about 20 minutes of my life taking that stupid compatibility quiz? Yes. Will I choose one of the payment options that are either 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months that will literally bankrupt my credit card? No, because Gabriela's looking for the right man, but she ain't gonna pay for him. Okay, so it looks like most of these free websites are not actually free, because once you sign up, you have to pay.
No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am.
And meanwhile, I downloaded this other dating app called Plenty of Fish. It's not a conservative dating app. It's not a Christian app. I'm not sure what kind of app it is, but it still popped up when I typed Christian dating apps. So I downloaded and checked it out, and would you look at that? Not that hard to find conservatives on it. First we have Dylan, who's wearing a cross, and his profile description reads, "Too many fake profiles. Just message me." Oh, but when I tapped on it, it says, "Sorry, Devil D99 is looking for a different type of person." Even though Dylan seems to fit in the category we're looking for, he's not into me, so I'm not good enough. I think this may be my 13th reason. And we got some matches. First we have Desmond. Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you, cutie. What are you looking for? And Desmond has some photos. You know, first one, pretty dark and we can't really see his face, but you know, kind of fits that alpha male vibe. And then that second one, my man out here showing off his biceps. It's giving alpha male energy. It's giving Joe Rogan. It's giving the kind of crappy guy we're looking for. Athletic, entrepreneur, yes, capitalism, and bodybuilder. It's like Elon Musk, but actually attractive. Christian. Amen. So he hasn't responded to my messages, but let's see what else we have. We have Will, electric glasses. He has a quote. When it breaks, what piece am I left with? What piece are you left with? Oh, he's an adventurer, and he smokes weed. Ooh, I don't. And he's non-religious. I'm sorry, Will. I can't. You're not what we're looking for, honey. I'm sorry. You don't fit the bill. Yes, I swiped right on you, but honey, I think I've swiped right on like over 50 guys on this app. I don't think you're the one, Will. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to let you go. And finally, we have Dre, who's he actually a cutie. And he goes to the gym, and oh my god, what is that? That anaconda's getting a little too close to a spot where I wouldn't want it to be close to. Y'all telling me you wouldn't be terrified too? He's got some good pics. He likes to show off his thirst, his vibe. I like what I'm seeing here. Never do too much. You telling me you don't got 6-figure salary? He's spiritual. Okay, good. He's ambitious. Good. So I like where Dre is at. We can tweak a couple things, but I think he can maybe fit our bill. Maybe we just put in a little bit of work. Let's read his message. My phone just fell. Nice to meet you. I'm Ray. How are you doing? Hey Ray, I'm doing good. How about yourself, cutie? I'm doing great. I saw your profile and I wanted to get to know you better. Well, Dre, I feel the same way. How do you want to start? Ooh, but while we're waiting for a response, we got a new message from Barad. I think you've got a great smile. Thank you, cutie. How are you doing today? Let's start simplistic. I want to know what a typical day for you is like. Well, I usually get up at 6 a.m. to start my hospital shift and don't get off work until 8 p.m. But today's my day off. Oh, it didn't send the message, so I have to resend it to him. Oh, so would you rather hear my voice instead? We gotta get him excited. Get him ready for what's coming next. Oh my god, it's not sending the messages. Plenty of fish.
What are you doing?
I'm having some trouble messaging you through this app. Could we possibly talk somewhere else? It didn't send that message either. So since none of my messages seem to be going through on Plenty of Fish, I turned to my last resort, Tinder, where I already ran out of likes and matched with only one man. Hello, cutie. To which he replied with a wave emoji and then said, how's it going? Oh, good. How about you? And then he never replied, which might actually be a good thing because it turns out that John actually lives like a mile away from where I live. So, you know, if he turned out to be a serial killer, it's good that he lost interest in me. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and sticking through the total shipwreck that all was. Like this video to at least let Gabriela know that she is wanted and there are people out there that will love her no matter how many no's she gets. Anyways, I hope you're doing well and I want you to know that I love you. Bye!